All right, so now we are on part 2 of making our reference. What we did last time is we got our image onto a dock, made it black and white, trimmed it, and now we are ready to make our neon one because remember our end goal is going to look a little bit like this, where we have our actual realistic picture just black and white, and then we have our one that we have edited via Photopea, which is a lot like free Photoshop. Now, just like I talked to you before, make sure you restart your computer at least once a day. And if you are struggling because the program is crashing, the first thing I'm going to tell you is to do a restart again. It frees up memory and makes your Chromebook work the best it possibly can. Now, if we can't get this to work for you, the other option is to draw this and color it in your sketchbook, which we're going to try to avoid. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, what you should have is a copy of your critter on the actual physical hard drive of your computer. Last video I had, you download it to that. So we're going to go to Photopea, and remember we have a link to that in the stream. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on Open from Computer. And then you're going to see your picture. You're going to open it. And then you're going to wait. Mine popped up quickly just because I'm using a different machine than you guys. So please be patient. If it takes a couple seconds or even up to a minute, don't get mad. And the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to crop this thing. Because just like my other image, I want it to be like it's picture day at puppy pre-K and it's just head and shoulders. That is what we are going for. So I need to crop this picture. I'm going to take my selection tool. I'm going to go through and I'm going to do my best to get the part of the image that I want to keep. All right. So now that is selected. You're going to go to Image and you're going to hit Crop. Yay! Now we have the part that we want to actually use, which actually, again, it's a smaller picture, uses less memory. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove the background. Okay. So we're going to go to Select, Remove BG. Processing. Now it's gone. Again, less image to worry about. Don't have to worry about using memory we don't need to. Now, depending on the quality of your image, you might need to change its brightness and contrast. If you don't have a lot of vibrant colors that are kind of punching out, what you're going to go is you're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and you're going to hop over to Brightness and Contrast. Pull this over so you can actually see what you're doing. Brightness, go figure, makes your picture brighter. Contrast will make your colors more different. It'll make them more sharp. Now mine's pretty good already, but I'm going to put it all the way over here because why not? Hit OK, wait for it to process. All right, so now we're going to get into the part that makes your computers cry. We're going to mess with filters. You're going to be tempted to play with it. And honestly, playing with a program is the best way to learn a program. But right now, we're going to follow Mrs. Carroll's directions, get your image saved, and then if we have extra time, please play with it, but not now. You're going to go to Filter, and you're going to go to Gallery. Now, believe it or not, I clicked on it. It took a second. And these are all the different filters that you can put on your image. But what we're going to do for what we need for our neon pet portrait is we're going to click Cutout. Now, I clicked it and it took a second. It will take you guys a bit. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to increase the number of levels. I have found on Chromebooks, it's easier just to click a little bit over like this and then to wait a second and it bumps over. Most Chromebooks can't handle the drag. And neither can my computer. See, it's crying. It's like, Mrs. Carroll, why are you done doing this? But what I want you to do is max your levels out. As you can see, it brings a lot of the colors back. But do you see how it breaks it into pieces where you can see the value a lot easier? Okay. The next thing I want you to do is the edge simplicity. I want it somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click it on the middle of this line and I'm going to wait. Mine bounces over a little quickly. Yours will take a minute or two. And generally, this is when things start crashing for my students if you do too many things at once. Now, after you have your levels to the max and you have your simplicity at the middle, like 5, you're going to hit OK. And then you're going to wait. Now, it doesn't look like it did it here. And that's because, believe it or not, it didn't. Mrs. Carroll made a mistake. Do you see this down here? I had my background selected. Like a noob, I need to actually select my puppy. All right, now you're going to see speed run. Here we go. Filter, gallery, waiting, cut out, waiting, number of levels, clicky, wait, clicky, wait, clicky. Oh, the longest time. Wait, we're going to get there. Badoom. Yay. Okay. There we go. It's there. I can kind of see it, especially right here. Now we're going to do another filter. We're going to solarize, but it's not in our gallery. So you're going to go ahead, hit filter, and you are going to go to stylize. And then I want you to solarize. Boop. Okay, and what that does is starts bringing in our neon colors. Now, they're very dark right now, but we can definitely adjust that. So to adjust your image, you go to Image, Adjustments, and the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to mess with the brightness and contrast again. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. Whoop. A little bit more contrasty. A little brighter. And you're just going to look and see until you're happy with what you see. Hit OK. Now, what if you didn't want your puppy to be like this type of blue? So you can go ahead, again, go to Adjustments, and I want you to go to Hue and Saturation. Pull this over so you can see what you've done doing. And with the hue, as you can see, I can change my neon to different colors. Maybe I want to be a green boy. All right, so I'm going to keep it green. And then the saturation, as you can see when you move it, it just makes the color's intensity change. And if it's a little too dark, you can knock it up. If it's a little too bright, you can knock it down. Find something that makes you happy. We're going to be using neon paint, so you want to make sure you do that. Click OK. And as you can see, your computer is going to run this kind of stuff way easier. It is the filters that make it cry. Go back to image. We're going to do some more adjustments. I want you to go to color balance. Skadoosh. Over here. And this will just give you options to change like the amount of colors. Like maybe I think I just got way too much green in my green puppy. So I'm going to go towards the magenta end and it's going to make my pink show more. See, watch that pink change and the green lessen, right? Same thing. Maybe you want more blue. Add a little bit more blue in there and mixes, mixy, party. You got more purple. Go through and play with these adjustments until you are happy with the image and the saturation you have. Once you're done, click OK. Now, the final thing that we are going to do with this is we are going to add a black background, right? So the first thing that you are going to do is we need to create a new layer. Down over here, I've got layers. You click this little piece of paper, boop, I got a new layer. But we don't want to put the layer on top of our puppy, right? So I'm going to go through, put my main back, and then I'm going to reselect this layer. If you want, you can double click on it, call it BG for background. It doesn't matter. But just make sure that this is the one that's actually selected. Next, we need to go to the paint bucket tool. I have found that the default for it is sometimes a gradient tool. So if you don't see a paint bucket, go ahead, click that, hold it down, select the paint bucket tool. Over here is our color picker. Boop. Pick any color you want. But what we want is black, which is what I have already. Then you're going to go through, select the paint bucket tool, and you're going to click on your image, and you will have a black background for your puppy dog. Now our picture is done. We need to get it out of Photopea and into your Google Docs. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your picture. Well, it's done. Duh. And you're going to go to File, and then you're going to File. You're going to go Export As, and you want it as a JPG. No ping, no web. JPG. You're going to click on that. Look how cool it is up close. This is neat. So this is a little preview of what your picture actually looks like. I am very happy with what it looks like. So I'm going to go and hit save. And then it just downloaded this picture for me. How exciting. We're going to go back to your doc where you're missing one, right? So I'm going to go insert image. I'm I'm going to upload from my computer because it's not on my drive yet. I'm going to pick the puppy. I'm going to put it in the space. It's there, but it's too big. What do we do? Click it. And then you're going to shrink it. And your goal, guys, is to get both these pictures on that one paper because they're going to let us have one paper on the color printer per student. So I'm going to shrink these suckers until they're side by side. Oh, they're almost there. Why are they not on that page? Okay, so then I'm going to spend some time making these a little bit bigger each way until I max out my size. Kind of like this, where it's as big as it possibly can be, and I still have my name, my puppy dogs on the same piece. Once you're done with this, you're going to submit this in the assignment on Google Classroom. It's going to be called Neon Pet Portrait References. As always, if you have questions or concerns, or if your computer's being a butt, come talk to me. Worst case scenario, we can draw this the old-fashioned way in our sketchbook.